Three, two, one, boom.
My fellow Americans, I regret to inform you that it is that time again. Election time. Every 4 years we have to deal with this. Are you voting for the red pedophiles or the blue pedophiles? The red drone strikes or the gay drone strikes? Dead Palestinians or dead Palestinians? We're tired of it. They should just pick one guy to protect democracy and have him rule forever. And I believe that guy should be me. I am officially announcing that I have once again decided to run for president. I know my last campaign didn't go very well after they found the tweets. Black people say it all the time. I can't say it. Let's take a look at our candidates, shall we? Trump. Old. Orange. Kamala. Woman. What is...
Chat woman.
a filibuster? I don't know.
I didn't even know what a filibuster was until they did that last election year, where they yapped so much they had to, like, tell them to stop. What is it? It's basically yapping and yapping and yapping. It's so stupid. It's like a thing they do to, like, to basically yap so that they can't give the floor to someone else. So you would be fine? No, I would never. Hell no.
I get all my opinions from Twitter. And my husband. Let's talk about Israel. Build Back Better? Agenda 47? Let me introduce you to
What the hell is Agenda
the Shoe
47?
New Deal. Bring back the red Pizza Hut cups. Universal guns for all. Make McDonald's colorful again. No more of this millennial gray shit, folks. We're sick of it. Government sponsored.
I used to have a cozy McDonald's where I lived, and then they remade it, and it's all ugly and, like, sterile now. I miss the old one. It had, like, old-ass paintings on the wall.
Big titty goth girlfriend. Make it illegal to be mean to me. Imprison people who sleep in jeans. And finally, deport all the Greeks. Who's gonna...
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I have many Greek friends. Fuck them.
Be my VP, Alex Jones. So vote for me. Or else.
Oh, that's hot. I'm kind of turned on right now. Damn, come on!
The DNC is being held in Chicago. There's a Kennedy in politics and an assassination attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1968. It has been a crazy few weeks. I'm sorry that I have been gone. I've been very busy, as some of you know now, and as some of you guessed.
Dude, you can't have any privacy. She had no indication of being pregnant, and people are like, I think my favorite YouTube woman is Pregante.
I have recently had a baby, and as it turns out, that takes up a lot of your time. And it's weird, like, I don't really care about politics anymore, but at the same time, I care about them more than ever. Like, I feel like I care more about the future, but also I don't care about what this political streamer said about this political streamer. It is so freeing. I highly recommend it. And even though I told myself I am taking a break from politics, I am retired until further notice, I just couldn't help myself. Too much has happened. Just when I thought
the baby needs a new crib. Chat, fund it. Go watch the video right now. Open up in the 4 tabs, 4 browsers. That baby needs clothes.
I was out, they pulled me back in. The news has been absolutely insane. I cannot keep up with it. The media has been more biased and extreme than usual, but thankfully there is a tool to help you navigate through all of that. So before we get into today's video, let's quickly get into today's sponsor, a sponsor I've been working with for over 3 years now, Ground News. Ground News is a website and an app on a mission to give readers a fun, transparent way to keep up with the news. And it lets you compare how stories are covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, ownership, and headlines of the source's reporting to help you get all the information you need to understand the full story. The blind spot feature shows what stories are being underreported from the left and the right. For example, here is a story about how Trump apparently said disabled people should die?
told his nephew he should let his disabled son die, then moved down to Florida. Jesus Christ!
What? Right away, we can see how this story has been covered by 19 sources, and 78% were left-wing. Barely any right-wing outlets are reporting on this.
Jeez, I wonder why.
Or this one about how the Secret Service apparently refused to use drone protection before the Trump rally in Pennsylvania. Yikes. 13 sources covered this, and 100% of them were from the right. 0% of left-wing sources covering this. What's cool is you can even see who owns these media outlets. But my all-time favorite feature of ground news is how easy it is to see how political bias can affect the framing of a story. It's so funny. For example, this story, this is how the left-wing covered it. Netanyahu's speech to Congress underscores US complicity in Gaza war. And this is how a right-wing source frames the exact same story. Are you ready? Allahu Akbar! What? Protesters burn American flag, rage outside Netanyahu's speech. I have been using ground news every day since 2020.
That was the same story?
It is one of my all-time favorite apps, one of the first apps I open in the morning. Best of all, you can currently get 40% off their Vantage plan, which gives you unlimited access to their amazing features. Get the deal by going to ground.news/shoe, using the QR code on the screen, or clicking the link in the video description. And now, back to the video. Now, as you know, I do not watch mainstream media. It's all biased and fake and bought by big pharma and the military-industrial complex, blah, 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 you know me. So instead, I tune into the real news.
Will Donald Trump win the next presidential?
Oh my god. Chat, for those that don't know what this is like an energy, like, reading rod that's supposed to, like, answer questions depending on how it moves. Aren't those for water? Yes, but they repurpose them. It's like tarot card readings, but for, like, scientific women.
Election. No, thank you. Will Joe Biden be the president for the next 4 years? No. Interesting. Thank you.
Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna believe a dowsing rod. I learned about dowsing rods in Fallout. Yeah! Like, if you look closely, you can see the voices in her head. Yeah, they're popping out.
Is the ocean considered another dimension? Yes, thank you.
What are we smoking, man? What?
Trump and Biden had a debate, and well, it went exactly how we all expected.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of
Oh my god.
that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
You know, I have my opinions, but
Me, when chat says something stupid, I don't know what the fuck they just said. Just ignore them.
let's see what the American people thought. I forgot to watch. Understandable. Have a nice day.
Good.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
Why is she talking to him like he's a little kid? The guy's an adult. Dude, am I cooked? Like, I think they're being really mean. Like, you did it. Wow, you did so great.
You answered every question? The bar is in hell. At first, Democrats tried to play it off like Biden had a cold. They can only keep Biden in the basement for so long, and now the whole world sees his brain melting live on TV.
With the COVID, excuse me, with
Ice cream? Did I hear that right?
Live on TV.
With the COVID, excuse me, with
COVID ice cream. I feel bad, man. I don't like laughing at people that are like, they're like at this point when they're that old.
dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
They couldn't deny it anymore, and people have been talking about it for years. I have been talking about it for years. We all saw it, and it's only gotten worse. And it's like fucked up to think about because it just kind of shows like, of course we all knew this, but they really don't give a fuck about us. If this is truly the most important election of our lifetime, and if democracy is at stake—
Every election is important in our lifetime. That's what they try to feed you, so to get you to the polls, chat.
Why were you putting up this rotting corpse of a man? The Democrats had 4 years to find someone else. 4 years! There are a ton of other options, like, I would vote for Gavin Newsom. I don't know any of his policies, but he looks like a serial killer, and that's enough.
Yeah, he does look like Bateman, actually. Dude, he's got some dead hookers in his basement. Yeah!
This is why we need to repeal the 19th. I'm just kidding.
Wait. The 19th Amendment? The 19th Amendment. The 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution, ratified in 1920, states the right to vote cannot be based on sex! The woman right to vote! Honestly, yes, women can be charmed really easily by handsome men. Yeah, no, it's really easy. Put like a really hot guy that like rips off his shirt and goes, yeah, I'm gonna save America, and then you get a bunch of votes from women. 100%.
Am I? Everything I say is a joke, unless you agree with it, then I'm serious. There's just no way Trump is losing. It would take a miracle. It would take something like, I don't know, Trump getting shot in the head at a rally in Pennsylvania.
You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Chad, I want you to know when this happened, I was in the shower and I came out 3 or 5 minutes after it happened and I saw a VTuber named Kirsha covering it and I was in a towel. I walked past and I saw like the headlines underneath, like next to Kirsha, and I was like in shock. I was like, did I like come out of the wrong shower at the wrong time? Like I went through like a portal? What happened? Because I left it up and then I came back and got shot at. It was wild, man. God, this was insane, man.
Oh yeah, he's winning. I shit you not, I found out about this because of a meme on Twitter. The world could be ending and I wouldn't know unless I saw a meme on Twitter. The bullet just grazed his ear because he turned at the last second to look at some immigration chart. Being racist literally saved his life. There's a lesson in that. The shooter was identified as Thomas Crooks, a 20-year-old who managed to find an unoccupied, unguarded roof not too far from the rally. He somehow knew that roof would be unguarded, laid—
Yeah, I've read some things that they did not do a great job of securing the perimeter, and a lot of people are pissed about it.
Down and aimed a rifle at the former president without being noticed. Oh wait, he was noticed. By everyone except the people who should have noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look.
Yeah, I saw this.
There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
He's on the roof!
He's on the roof! Can you see that, Karen?
We have people that right here, right on the roof!
Either this was insane incompetence, or they let it happen. I'm leaning more towards the former because if you look at our bridges and airplanes, America's in shambles. People were—
Yeah, I think it was incompetency. I think it's cringe conspiracy theory stuff.
laughing about how some of the cops protecting Trump were women, and like, come on now, that's sexist. They were making these awful memes like this. No, but like, actually though, why did they have a 5'3" woman protecting a 6'3" man? The shooter could have had another clear shot of his head. Like, look at that. Look at that. What is that? Like, what happened? Did the Secret Service initiate some DEI program? That would be like something out of a right-wing boomer meme.
To expand hiring, they're aiming to have 30% women recruits by 2030.
Oh.
Oh no, Kirsha was right. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Breaking. FBI confirms that Trump's ear was struck by a bullet. Wow, thanks guys. How much do we pay you in taxes again? Also, now that the FBI said it, I'm kind of doubting it. This is like when the government confirmed there were aliens and then I stopped believing that there were aliens. The way we were so close to just seeing Trump's head be blown into smithereens, the worst way to be blown, it is so crazy. Like, what was the motivation behind this? I mean, the shooter would have to be some crazy leftist or maybe a crazy far-right person who didn't like Trump, right? Well, we don't know, because apparently this 20-year-old had no social media presence.
Not even a Discord? Not even a TeamSpeak? Or anything? Guys, I have a neighbor who has a kid who's like 12, and even he has a YouTube, like, to like make little videos. He was on Steam. I don't know about that. I haven't heard about that one. Scrubbed, maybe.
Okay, we do know that he donated to the Democrats and was a registered Republican. The internet was really desperate to find any kind of motive, but the only thing the media seemed to report on was the fact that the last thing he did was watch porn, getting in one more goon sesh before getting shot in the head by the feds. Personally, I think
we have a goon pandemic, man. A goon pandemic.
it's important to know what kind of porn he was looking at. I think that will set the record straight. Was it furry porn? Leftist. Hentai? Right-wing. Feet? Centrist. Latex balloon inflation?
Wait, fetocentrism?
BDSM sissy hypno? Shoe0nHead fan. I always thought about, like, if the MK Ultra suddenly kicked in and I went on, like, a killing spree. Good luck figuring out my politics. Trump shooter used gaming site that features presidential assassination game. So for those of you who don't know, they're talking about Steam. He doesn't even own the game. He didn't even play the game. This would be like being called a pedo because you have Netflix and Cuties is on Netflix even though you never watched Cuties. He's not trans. He's not Muslim. We can't figure out his political identity. Who do we blame? Gamers. Now, I'm not
blame Valve. It's Gaben's fault.
a believer in stochastic terrorism. I think that's a little goofy. People should be allowed to criticize people. But if you're like, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, he's Hitler, eventually someone is gonna try to kill Hitler. But it is crazy to think about how, like, this will be in the history books. This will be in my son's history book. But it will look more like this. Now, unfortunately, someone did die. One of the bullets hit Corey Comparator as he was protecting his family. But there were people, like, mocking this, which is insane to me. Like, it's
yeah, they said that he was trying to protect his family. It's very sad.
one thing to make fun of a failed assassination attempt, even a successful assassination attempt on a politician. If we can't mock or criticize the people in power, there is an issue. But it's another thing to mock a innocent Trump supporter that died. The guy didn't have any power. He wasn't a politician. He was just a dude. I don't like where stuff like this leads. And sure, you could say, oh, if a Biden supporter died, you know, MAGA would be laughing about it too. And like, sure, like, can you just have some principles? Oh,
there's schizos on every side, bro. I hate that logic. I'm like, you know, people would be sad no matter what. A person died.
Speaking of, libs of TikTok started doxing people for making jokes about the assassination on, like, Facebook and getting people fired from their jobs, including—
What? You can't even make memes? I made a RuneScape meme.
Some old lady who, like, worked at Home Depot. Like, her life is miserable enough, man. She's like 65 working at Home Depot. Libs of TikTok just completely forgetting the reason she started the account in the first place, to make fun of cringy liberal behavior, like getting people fired for jokes and political opinions online. I have been incredibly consistent over the years. Consistently retarded. But one of the things I've been very consistent on, one of my principles, is being against getting people fired for, like, things they said online. If you don't have principles, you are no better than your enemy. And it just becomes—
Yeah, isn't it always like, oh, the liberals are the ones with cancel culture? Guys, you're just as bad as the other side that you're trying to attack and say, no, we're better, you're doing it too.
This extremely toxic back and forth, this toxic cycle. And you all look like psychopaths while I'm here on the sidelines, principled and losing. Forever. Like, social media, when this all was going down, was a train wreck. Oh, speaking of train wrecks, the RNC happened.
Oh
no. Let me hear you cheer if you support Israel.
Oh shit.
Enough was enough! And I said, let Trump-a-mania run wild, brother! We become—
They got Hulk Hogan? What?
Totally unhinged if Donald Trump is not elected in November.
Cute dog though, but
At the RNC, Trump finally announced his VP pick, JD Vance, a man who, according to Snopes, did not in fact a couch. Well, he lost my vote. JD is a senator from Ohio, the author of Hillbilly Elegy, and a terminally online post-liberal who follows me on Twitter.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good.
What is he waffling on about?
I love you guys.
That
I'm gonna die of cringe, man.
That's my oomphy. This dude follows like 1,000 people, and 2 of them are me and my husband. There is a chance that we have a vice president who has retweeted the words Hitler Bussy 420. Oh, they
I'm sorry, what? Hitler Bussy 420.
Oh, they did it! They literally did write about Mountain Dew being racist. I hate it here. After posting on Twitter that he was dropping out, we didn't hear from Biden for a few days, and people started suspecting that he was dead. People genuinely thought the DNC took him out behind the shed and put him down like an old dog. The shooter missed. Quick, plan B. Kill Biden. Phones don't even look like this anymore. This man's brain was so fried he had to drop out of the race, but he's still the president? We have a president who is too senile to run for president. So who is going to run for president? Who is coming to save us?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh no. Why coconut tree? Why not just an apple tree or something?
Just as I predicted 5 years ago, America might get its first female president because the president stepped down or died. Empowering! I don't know if you guys remember, but Kamala was not popular at all during the 2019 Democratic primaries. She dropped out before Iowa. She was less popular than Tulsi Gabbard, and people don't like to hear it, but she was literally chosen because of her gender. Like, it's not even a joke. During the debate, when it was Bernie versus Biden, they were asked who they're gonna pick as a VP, and Bernie was like, well, it depends if they're progressive and if they're following a progressive agenda, and Biden was like, I vow to get a female VP, and the crowd went,
Why not pick someone good instead of based on if they have a pee-pee or a coochie?
nuts. We might have President Kamala Harris because Biden tried to outwoke Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders at West Lebanon. Harris is not going to win this election, and she is going to have a very difficult time winning unless she begins to speak forcefully about the needs of the long-neglected working class of this country. The quote tweets and the replies were just full of thousands of people calling him sexist for this. Bernie is absolutely correct, though. Kamala has been so focused on getting, like, the TikTok vote with her little, like, brat
I don't know why they're still trying this. Hillary tried to do this whole TikTok, like, Pokemon go to the polls, and it did not work. Didn't they have, like, not a concert, but, like, what is it called? Like, it wasn't a meeting, it was, like, a big ol' speech, and they had a bunch of, like, pop stars with, like, Kamala. And I remember seeing that all over TikTok, and I was like, bro, this is not it.
Summer thing? I don't know what the brat is. I'm old, but someone has to remind Kamala Harris that she's running for president of the United States, not president of the gays and women. White Women for Harris meeting raised millions, broke Zoom. Oh, but when I want to have a whites-only meeting, I'm called a racist. Wow.
As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes.
Did I hear that right? Why? No, this is not real life.
Wow.
As white...
No, go back.
Remind Kamala Harris that she's running for president of the United States, not president of the gays and women. White
Women for Harris. No, it's not a troll. Raised millions, broke Zoom.
Women for Harris meeting raised millions, broke Zoom. Oh, but when I want to have a whites-only meeting, I'm called a racist.
Didn't people used to have meetings for only the whites a long time ago? I remember playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and they have the meetings with the white hats and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Wow.
As white women, we need to use our privilege to make positive changes. If you find yourself talking over or speaking for BIPOC individuals, or God forbid, correcting them, just take a beat. And instead, we can put our listening ears on.
Take a beat. I want to put a gun in my mouth and a beat. Holy shit.
Oh no. Can Kamala Harris pull off a victory in 3 months?
Holy
3 top
smokes.
strategists lay out how. How do you run a 3-month campaign in an era when presidential campaigns have become years-long affairs? We gathered 3 top campaign managers to ask just that. We spoke with Patty Solis Doyle, who ran Hillary Clinton's 2008 presidential primary campaign, Robbie Mook, who ran Clinton's 2016 general election campaign.
Hi, Hillary Clinton team? Yeah, I need advice on how to win.
But they lost. Why are we getting advice from people who lost?
What?
Do you think Hillary's, like, seething? If there's any reason to vote for Kamala, it's just to make Hillary extremely mad. It was supposed to be me! The Democrats are voting for a cop and the Republicans are voting for a felon. And one of the candidates' VP is a Shoe0nHead fan. Wild timeline we're on, folks. It's silly season. I don't know who's gonna win. All I know is that this is a race between 2 very different candidates.
Do not come. Do not come.
Okay. I'm gonna come.
Anyway, that was my little political video. I just wanted to cover everything that happened so we can, like, look back on this during World War III and see how easy we had it. So what are your thoughts? Who do you think is going to win? Not who do you want to win, who do you think is going to win? Big thank you to everyone who donates to me on Patreon. I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to support the channel, click the link down below, and I will see you guys very soon with a fun, non-political video. Bye.
No, I'm not a believer in the Scholastic Book Fair. I'm not a believer in it.
Well, yeah, you're a woman. You're not supposed to believe in reading and education. Duh. Stay stupid, bitch! That was a great video. That made me laugh. Holy smokes. Damn right! Women stay stupid! I don't care who wins. This is all fucking stupid. Don't need no books for cooking and cleaning. That's right. Yeah, we're all fucked, chat. We're all fucked. So fucking funny. I love that. Do not come. Do not come. I'm gonna come. I love that. I love that clip, man. Chat, no booning! Oh, that was amazing.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come! I'm gonna blow!